Hey all, I'm Nick.
Hello and welcome, I'm Kat. And featuring our best buds, Linu and Mike.
This is a series about how we designed our very own caravan and put it to the test.
We take you on a journey through the building phase right through to the fun parts.
You'll see how I designed the electrical system so you can build one for your very selves.
So join us on this elf wing adventure as we travel the countryside and take in some spectacular sights. Let's go! Hello and welcome back. Today we're going to be checking out Florence Falls, so Litchfield National Park. We stayed at the Full Drive campground at Florence Falls. In saying that, it wasn't hectic at all getting in. Linu and Mike had their camper van, which is 2-wheel drive, and they had no issues at all getting in and getting out. And I think that was probably the best campground as well, because you can walk to the waterfall from there. It's like 10 minutes, if that, and it's all paved as well. Beautiful walk, very easy. And then when you do get to the waterfall, it's you're spoiled there because you've got a double waterfall happening, and lots of fish in the water there. I was pretty surprised. I was kind of just chilling out on some of the rocks, and little fish were coming up and taking little nibbles at my feet. It was pretty freaky. And yeah, Mike found a pretty sweet spot that he climbed up through the waterfall and then jumped through it. So that was a lot of fun. Nick and Mike were like two kids out there having a good time. Like Linu and I had to pretty much pull them away from there and say, come on, let's go and do something else. But we went back multiple times as well, and I think that's probably one of our favourite ones at Litchfield National Park. So put that one on your list. Anyway, check it out. I'm going to run through very quickly our Joocla hot water system. So very easy, little compact thing. This is the hot water system itself. It comes in this blue tub here, which is really handy because not only is it a blue tub, but it also converts to a sink tub. So you can just put those in there so you can hang your dishes to drip dry there. Also comes with this feature for the sink tap as well. But today I'm going to show you how we're going to set up our shower. So first up, hot water system itself gets hooked onto this. This is a added extra that we got, which just is always attached to the caravan. So let's clip it on. Okay, pull these down to lock it in. These little tabs there hold it nice and snug in place. Then next up, we're going to set up the pump. So with this, we have just got a portable water tub, but you can use a natural source water like a river or lake, and it does have a little filter at the end, so you don't have to worry about any sand and bits and pieces getting into the pump. So pop that in there. So to run the pump, you're going to need a cigarette socket cable, so that's connected in the caravan with our regular power through our battery system. So that's just hooked onto there. As you can see, they're plugged in there. So next up, you just got to connect the plugs to the hot water system. So now the red goes into the red one. That just means hot water. Then the other end of the pump, that's just going to hook into the blue, so that just means water. And then last but not least is the gas, and this is if you want hot water, so you need to hook that one on. There we go. Right, so now just need to turn the gas on, turn the pump on, which is a little clip here, and then just flick your little switch and just give it a few seconds. It's really quick. After, I would say, even less than a minute, there's hot water, so you can have a nice hot shower in the middle of nowhere. It's awesome. It's one of my favourite features of the caravan. Yeah, thanks Joocla.
Hey, so in this tutorial I'm going to go through with you how to make these tire transition effects that I use in my vlogs. To do this, you're going to want to open up After Effects and just start a new comp. Just call it main. 1920 by 1080 is a good thing to start with. About 12 seconds is nice and easy. Click OK. First thing you want is like a background, so just grab an image, drag it in there. You might have to edit it a little bit. Go rotate 90, and then just, if you go right click, transform, fit to comp width, it'll just drop it right back. Once you've done that, Control Shift C will create a new comp and just call this background. Then you're going to want your text. So this is one that I prepared earlier. Just make sure you have a transparent background on it. So you can, again, you've got to go transform, fit to comp width. So if I hide that, and you'll see it's just a transparent image, so it's easy to work with when you're doing this. So yeah, just have something like this, whatever you want, words, pictures, images, whatever. Then you're going to want to, well, what I do is turn this into a comp as well. Just call it wing, and then duplicate that. And on the bottom one, just to make it a little bit more 3D, go grab the tint effect, throw it on there, and make it a little bit darker, and then grab the radial blur and throw that on. Once you do that, grab this center thing which directs where the blur is going to go and put it way up here, and then increase, put it to fading zoom and increase the amount to about there, looks good, and then just put it behind the main one, and yeah, you should have something like that, maybe a bit less. Yeah, that looks alright. Yeah, it just gives it a bit more of a 3D look. Once you've done that, you can probably combine these two. Control Shift C again. Just call. If not, we'll just drag them out again later. And then the background, just grab the curves and maybe just darken it up a bit. There, looks looking pretty good. Go back to your project. These tire tracks were made in the previous video, so if you haven't seen that, go back and watch it. But you're going to need these to get your tire track mark effect. Hide that while you're working here. Duplicate that. We might need one later just for a little bit more detail. And then select nothing by just clicking outside and go to the pen tool. Get rid of the fill by clicking on the word fill, click that, okay, put the stroke up to whatever you need it to be. This one is about 69, might edit that a bit later, and then drag along here like so. This is pretty rough, obviously you want to spend a bit more time doing this. Do that and then rinse repeat. Might just fast forward this little part to speed up the video a bit. Alright, cool. So this is pretty good for what we've got. Now what you want to do is, again, Control Shift C, put this into a comp, call it trax mask, and then click inside of it and just open these up and go add trim paths and add trim paths, and scoot through about 2 seconds in, and we're going to go the end, bring that down to 0 or 2, whatever, doesn't matter, and bring that down 0, and then maybe a couple seconds ahead, bring it up 100, and you should be looking at something like that. Then go into your main, and with that done, go to your trax mask, and under track matte select the mask, and then you should have something like that. And then obviously you can fine tune this, make it a little bit more realistic, but that's the general gist here. Once you've done that, put them into a comp, call it I don't know, call it trax path, and then you want to sort of just go, go mode and put multiply, and then it's going to give it that sort of combine it with the texture underneath. And another thing I like to do is maybe just duplicate that and go layer, layer styles, outer glow, and with that just increase the size a bit, just so it looks like it's has like an effect on the ground, so it's not just the tire, if you know what I mean. Go, I don't know, difference, and then maybe grab the color underneath. Maybe not difference. Yeah. Something like that. There you go. And you can muck around with it and get it how you want it, but they're just little tricks to make it a little bit more realistic. Then just bring in the word or font or whatever you're going to use, and yeah, you got a cool marking. Next, I might edit this a little bit more in the next video, just show you some cool little tweaks you can do. But for this one, that's just getting you going. Yeah, thanks, and I'll see you next time.
Well, I was about to go and have a nice shower, and there's a huge ass bloody spider in there, and I can't go in there now. So we're going to say goodbye to Litchfield National Park. Pretty sad to see the end of that place. We had so much fun there. If we had more time, we would have stayed there. So next up, we're going to be heading down towards Kings Canyon. So definitely a different type of scenery happening down there. Thank you for watching again, and don't forget to like and subscribe. Thank you. Bye.